Welcome back, everyone, to Montgomery County's Engage at Home, brought to you by Montgomery County's Caregiver Support Program. We have a very special guest today, Dr. Patrice McGhee. Welcome, Patrice, and could you please introduce yourself?
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me, Lily. As Lily has shared, my name is Dr. Patrice McGhee. I am the Area Agency on Aging Director for Montgomery County. I've been in my role almost a year this month, and I have had a wonderful time learning all about Montgomery County, serving the older adults in this region. I have a vast health and human services background. I hail from Louisville, Kentucky, where I was born and raised. And I have worked in various areas of health and human services to include transportation, early childhood, housing. My one great love is aging. I spent 8 years in the largest area agency on aging in Louisville, Kentucky, where I learned all about the wonderful Older American Act programming. I got to see the legislative process, how programs were created and gone forth, and just really fell in love with the services that the Older American Act puts forth in the community and how it is really structured and focused on helping seniors, older adults age in place, providing them the resources and tools that they need to age in the place that is suitable for them. I have dedicated my career to aging services, and now I'm in Montgomery County to serve the older adults in this region. So I'm very excited.
Thank you. And we are so glad to have you. So one of the things that for many of our viewers, they'd love to hear just from you a little bit of a sense of where you see the area agency on aging is, and maybe some of the vision that you have for the future.
I found Montgomery County in a wonderful place. My predecessor, Dr. Odile Brunetto, who is our Chief of Aging Disability Services, who is still with us, she served in my seat for 12 years. So the organization, the AAA, has been growing to meet the growing need of the community. There is a projected growth of 36% of older adults in this region between now and 2040. So the community is aging, and the response to our community aging it is just like no other area that I've seen. So my predecessor and those that are working in the area agency on aging have done a wonderful job working with this community, with partners in this community, to be age friendly, to address all the needs of seniors, from those that are vibrant and still lively and being social in the community, to those individuals that may need a little bit more help, that are more vulnerable and maybe frail. So the response is great and vast across the county to respond to the older adults. My vision is just to continue to grow that, right? So to continue to be in those spaces and be in partnership with those stakeholders that have a vested interest in the older adults in this county, and create programming and create innovations that address their ever-changing needs. So that's where I see the AAA continuing on that journey that's already been started, continuing to grow to address the meeting needs of this area.
Wonderful. And I know that caregivers in this area are really grateful to the Area Agency on Aging. So on that note, we encourage caregivers to reach out. Do you have any words that you want to share with caregivers so they understand where the county fits into their needs and maybe their unknown needs?
Right. So first and foremost, our Aging and Disability Resource Unit, they are a wealth of knowledge. And can connect you to any aspect of services in the county. You can reach our ADRU by calling 240-777-3000. Really easy number to remember, right? 240-777-3000. and get connected to the array of services that exist through the AAA and in other areas as well to address the needs of our senior residents. Now, what I will say is that, if you're not familiar with the Older American Act programming, if you've not engaged with the Area Agency on Aging, there's something for everyone. And oftentimes we find people don't tap into services until it's a dire need. But there's something for everyone. So just getting the information, you may not need it today, but it may be, sometime in the future that you need it, or someone that needs to be connected to a service, or some socialization event, at the senior center, or something that you were unaware of that you may want to engage in. So don't think that it's just for that individual, that senior that's in dire straits. There is something for everyone, from health promotion to chronic disease self-management, to exercise classes, to caregiver support programs, to nutrition programs. May it be you want to go have a meal at the senior center. That's available. So just really tapping into the breadth of programming that is offered through the AAA is key.
Thank
Definitely
you.
do that.
And as Dr. McGhee said, if you have an inquiry, please call our Aging and Disability Resource Unit on 240-777-3000. I'll include that phone number and websites in the description where you found this video. So this month is National Family Caregiver Month, and I know that for many of our caregivers, they have pressing needs. Do you have any thoughts that you'd like to share with them?
Absolutely. So I'm going to share a little story. Up one morning and was like, I have to go home. I need to go to Louisville, Kentucky. Not just went home for a visit. I packed up my life and moved home because it was just that gnawing feeling. And so in doing so, within a week of being home, my mother had a heart attack and I ended up being her caregiver. So I know the life of a caregiver. I spent months, day in and day out, prepping meals and going to doctor's appointments and being there for my loved one. So thankful that she recovered. And within a month of her being released from physical therapy, I landed a job running the caregiver programs in the Area Agency on Aging. So this is a calling for me. Serving older adults, meeting the needs of seniors in the community, and have a special place in my heart for caregivers. Having experienced that, lived that, I would not change that as part of my story. It brought me and my mother closer, and it is a hard road. Being a caregiver is a hard road. So my advice is to seek out those services, those programs that are designed to give you the support that you need, that are here for you. There are many, many stories to be shared. And yes, it may not answer everything in the moment, but it's good sometimes to know that you're not in the boat alone. So, tap into a support group, tap into Engage at Home, and learn those resources that are out there that can help you as you are caring for a loved one.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's going to mean a lot to our viewers too. Well, we've reached the end of our time together today. Before we sign off, do you have anything that you'd like to finish our interview with?
Yes. I am looking forward to continued years of services in Montgomery County. I am looking forward to meeting more of the residents and working with our partners to serve the residents of this county. Although I've only been here for a year, it's in my heart. So I'm looking forward to working with each and every one of you. Know that I have a heart and a passion for aging, and that I am here to serve.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for taking the time to be with me and our viewers for this special episode of Engage at Home.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
So this has been Engage at Home, brought to you by Montgomery County. And as always, I remind you to stay calm.